Hello creative friends, and welcome to the Stampin' Squad. Today I have a fun and easy card for you. I think that you are going to want to make this one. So let me show you some of the things I'm going to use today. I am going to be using stamps from the Spotlight on Nature stamp set. We're going to use this one with the flowers. We'll use the leaves and we'll use the word thanks. So we are using that. And we're also going to use several dies from the Spotlight on Nature die set. So here's how I have my dies stored. And you see there are some missing. So I am using 5 of these dies. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are missing. I'll show them to you later. I'm using those to create this card. So if you don't have the Spotlight on Nature dies, I highly recommend it because they have all these great circles, all different sizes that are wonderful for layering. You might want to pick that up. And if you're curious about that or any of the other products that I am using today, when the video is over, just go down below and look at the description. You might have to click see more to get down into the description, but there is a link there and it has a shopping list, and that means it lists all of the products that I am using here today. It also has the measurements there. So if you want to just sit back and relax, you don't have to write anything down right now. You can check it out at that link. So my color today is Petunia Pop, and that is one of the new current in colors. This is my card base. It is 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and I've scored it in the middle at 4 1/4. Then I've got a piece of basic white. This is going to go on the inside of my card, and it is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. This is going to hold my large image that I'm going to stamp, and I think this is 4 by 4. Yes, this is a square that's 4 by 4. And then this is just a little scrap to stamp my thanks on, and I think it's 2 by 2. So it's just a little scrap of basic white. All right, let's start by stamping. So I'm also going to use the Petunia Pop stamp pad. So this card is going to have only one color and white. So sometimes it's fun. To me, that's a little bit challenging because I always want to bring the designer series paper that has all the colors and bring all of that into my card. So it is fun once in a while to challenge myself and see if I can come up with something that uses a little bit less than everything, because everything is what I want to use. All right, I'm going to stamp on this piece that's going to be the inside of my card, and I'm using this leaf stamp. So let me ink that up. I've got a piece of scrap paper here underneath because this stamp is going to kind of come off the edge here, and I don't want to stamp on my work surface. So there is that. Now I want to stamp my large image on here. Let me grab that stamp. Here it is, and it's quite large. So when it's big like this, I have a hard time holding it and putting it on my stamp pad. So I like to do it the reverse way. Just flip it over and then flip my stamp pad over and apply the ink like that. That works a little bit better for me. I kind of have small hands, so holding this big block is not easy for me. All right, I'm just gonna stamp this right on here, like that. I love this color. It's so gorgeous. Now let's stamp thanks. So put that out of the way and get my little thanks here. I'm gonna see if I can get this right in the middle, or at least close to the middle. There we go, not bad. If I get it in the middle, then I know I have room for my die to go around it. So here's what we've got going on. I'm going to use this designer series paper, and this is from the 2024-2026 in color 6x6 designer series paper. So in here it's got all of the 5 newest in colors, and I love having these little 6x6 pieces of paper. They're very handy. So that's what I used for this project, and I have already done some of the die cutting for us. I used these 3 dies from that die set I showed you earlier, these 3, and use them on this designer series paper. Now this paper is 6x6. If you just cut it in half and you have a piece that's 3x6, that's plenty big to put all 3 of these on it and run it through your machine. All right, so that gives me these 3 pieces. Now we need to die cut these 2 pieces, so we are going to do that together here. Let me set this aside and grab my machine. It's my cut and emboss machine. All right, get my platform. There we go. And I think we can just run these 2 together. We can run them through here all at one time. So now I'm going to use these 2 dies from that same set. So let's put the larger one on first. I would like to have it right about here. And I'm going to use a piece of Post-it note tape to just hold that in place so it doesn't slip as I'm putting my other plate on top and running it through. Let me just show you that. This is the Post-it note tape. I just got that on Amazon. If that's something that you would like to give a try, down in the description, I do have some links for Amazon products that are some of my favorite products that I like to use when I'm doing my paper crafting. So here we are with our thanks. Let's put this on here. And again, I'm just going to use a little piece of that Post-it tape. It's a little sticky, but it's not too sticky, so it won't ruin your image or your paper. And let's get that going through. Now, these dies, and if you notice, the border of the dies is very detailed. And because it's very detailed, I'm just going to run that through and then run it back through. It will cut it if you just run it one way. But I find that the little pieces that are in these little holes come out easier if you run it one way and then the other. So let me pull this off. There we go. There's our thanks. And pull that off. And here is our image. Okay, let's move this out of the way. And let's start putting our card together. So I'm just going to fold and burnish my card base here. There we are. And let's put this on the inside. At the end, I've got this same card in a couple of other colors that I want to show you. You can pick which color you like the best. Oops, I have a little glob of glue there. We don't need that. There we go. Have I got it centered? I think so. And I'm going to link for you up here another card that I made a couple months ago that is the same idea of one color and white. So I will link that and you'll see another card made like that. So with these, I like to dry fit first. And that just means I'm going to set them on here just so I kind of know where I'm going, right? Just gives me an idea of what I'm about and what I'm trying to accomplish. And then this is gonna go kind of like this. And I think I like this to be, of course I can't get a hold of it now. There we go. A little bit more this way. Yes, and then this is gonna go on top. Okay, so I'm gonna just move this out of the way, and I can look at that and think about where I wanna be. And I'm gonna hold this down. I'm gonna burnish this again because my card wants to pop open, and that's bugging me. So let's see if that makes it want to stay down a little better. Yes, it does. Okay, let me move this off. And let's put this one on first. I've had this die set and stamp set for a little while, and I have used the dies on some other projects, but I have not used the stamp set, so I thought it was time to get it out and use it. And I was very happy with the way this turned out. There we go. And let's see, this one. Now see how easy this is to put together? So, you know, you could just sit down and watch some TV and just do some die cutting. Cut out a bunch of circles. Stamp and die cut a little bit. And make yourself some really pretty cards. I want that right about there. Okay. Now you could pop this up with dimensionals if you wanted to. Today I'm just gluing everything down. There is our thanks. I love it. It's so simple, but it's really so pretty. We're not done though. We need some bling. We need some bling. And these are the 2024-2026 in color shimmer gems. So let's put some of those on. This is the color we're using today, so just grab one of those, and I'm gonna put this down here, and let's grab a couple smaller ones. One here, and one more. Let's do one more, and I'll do it like right here. Press those down, make sure they stuck on there really good, and that is our card. There we are. It's simple, but I think it's sophisticated, and the colors are gorgeous. So this is one. I also have one in the Summer Splash color. So there's that one. And then I'm gonna make sure I stay in the frame here. There we go, and one more. This one is Peach Pie. So the same card, different colors. Which one is your favorite? So let me know in the comments. And if you have ideas about a project or a card that you would like for me to make, I love your comments. So leave it down there. And that is it for today. fast, fun, and easy. And I hope that you will come back again because I'll have another video for you very soon. All right, thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.